Well, Cody and I are down here at Lake Texoma right now, and just so happens that there's a National BowFishing America Championship going on down here, and there's some pretty cool rigs set up. Cody and I normally just kind of a fish out of our what used to be our War Eagle, almost a duck blind boat. We did a lot of fishing out of it. We're down here with Ryan from Norman Archery, and we brought Norman Archery's boat down and getting the fish out of it, and it's pretty decked out as far as bow fishing goes, but there are some awesome rigs out here, and we're excited. We're going to kind of walk around and see if we can't get into some fish ourselves tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. We just got some new bows from Oklahoma Archery to go bow fishing with. Cody and I have been bow fishing for about 5 years now together and always have a good time, but it's nice to get out kind of in this tournament atmosphere and just see kind of the sports side of bow fishing, so to speak. We're actually going to walk around, kind of check out some of the boats and meet some of the folks involved with BowFishing America in this tournament and see what's going on. And I don't know if we're necessarily gonna be in the tournament, but we're gonna go out and shoot some fish. So let's go do it.
There's some guys pretty serious about it down here. Got big airboats.
Oh yeah.
Even got horns on them, as you can tell. But let's get to walking around. We'll look at some of these rigs and then get out on the water and see if we can't stick a few.
Let's do it.
Well, we're now here with Mark Ellenberg, who's the president of the BowFishing Association of America, and obviously a large part of the tournament trail that goes on across the nation. And so what are you expecting out of this weekend, and how's the tournament going so far?
Well, this is our biggest event. We've got teams from all across the United States. This is a tournament that counts for double points. We have 21 sanctioned tournaments across the United States this year. And then we have 2 categories which you can accumulate points in: 2-man Team of the Year award and 3-man team. And you can, at the end of the year, you get to put in your best 5 finishes for each division, and at the end we total them up and we make a presentation at the next year's World Shoot of the winners. We currently have about 80% of our tournaments done this year.
Cool.
Right.
So when you say this counts as double the points, you talking about just this lake or
just this tournament? The World Shoot is our biggest event, and this one you get double points. So if you finish first place, you get double points for first place.
Wow. And we heard earlier that this is a number of fish or total weight? This is total weight?
Traditionally it's been total numbers, but to even things out with the airboats, we've gone to total weight this year to see if that makes a difference, to make an even playing field for all the contestants.
Okay. And one thing out of curiosity, since Cody and I are based out of Oklahoma here, what made y'all decide to do this tournament on Lake Texoma?
The World Shoot is bid on every year by members. They put on a bid at the annual meeting, and then it's voted on by the membership. And this year, Lake Texoma was voted to host the event this year.
All right, that's pretty cool. Cody and I spent a lot of time here, you know, and to see something this big going on and this important with the BowFishing Championship and all is pretty impressive. I know we come down and have a blast doing it just for fun and, you know, filming and making shows out of it. We have a good time, but now we're getting to see the competitive side of it.
Yeah, we've got the best bow fishermen in the country here today. The diehard, some have been here for 2 weeks. They're scouting every day, putting up thousands of dollars, you know, to win this award. And It's about the award, it's not the money. There's not a lot of prize money here. It'll be a couple $1,000s first prize. Some guys have spent a lot more money
to do it than what they're going to win.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, bow fishing's addictive. That's all it is.
Yeah, it is. And obviously it takes dedication, which a lot of these guys have. But
and hopefully seeing the weigh-in tomorrow, what all that scouting has done for them.
yeah, I'd like to see some fish. I'd like to see a lot of fish come out here.
Well, it's been tough. The water's high and fish are way back in there, and it's hard to get out.
All right. Well, hey, Mr. Ellenberg, appreciate you.
Anytime.
Hey, thank you.
Yep.
Good luck out here. Well, here's one of the cool rigs we were talking about. Most of the boats you see out here are airboats designed to get up in the shallow water where you're going to find most of your bow fishing takes place. And as you can see, all the lights on these boats really aid in most of the tournament takes place during the dark hours. It goes from 7 in the evening to 7 in the morning. And everybody has to be in ready to weigh in at 7 in the morning. And on this particular tournament, it's going to be total weight. A lot of the tournaments across the nation are, you know, number of fish or total weight. Down here on Texoma, they're going to do total weight. And so tomorrow at 7, we might come up and check out the weigh-in, see who wins. They're supposed to be giving away some pretty cool prizes and stuff. So
Yeah. Maybe we should have entered.
maybe, yeah.
Now we got guys shooting, you know, 500 fish, and for bow fishing, me and Cody go out, and if we shot 15 fish, it was nice. So
Right.
it's going to be nice seeing this weigh and see how many fish these guys actually pull in.
Yeah, I suppose there's rumor going that a man down here actually fished one of the tournaments by himself without his partner and shot over 500 fish in one night and actually just blew everybody out of the water with just one man. So that was pretty impressive. And hopefully we'll get to see some fish like that tomorrow at weigh-in.
Or tonight.
Or tonight. Hopefully we can get into that many fish.
Let's go on.
But you can see, I mean, these boats are awesome.
Yeah. They'll rattle you too. Let's go check out some rigs. We're right here in front of the Muzzy boat. We want to stop and show this to you. It's a pretty cool looking boat. We've seen around, on the internet and stuff like that, and Muzzy's a big part of it, especially archery. We shoot it while we're in the woods, but it's just as effective on the water. That's pretty cool that they're out here. We're going to talk to some of the guys, maybe get some of the basics down for bow fishing. Cody and I have bow fished for a while, obviously, but it's always nice to hear guys that I think they went through 15 states through the tournament series. It's nice to go and see what they have to say and get some of that knowledge on with us.
Well, this is Mark Lamb with Muzzy, and they're out here. We realized that not only are they got great equipment out in the woods, but also on the water. And I just wanted to thank Muzzy. I used to shoot a dart, and we got our sponsors here in Oklahoma through Norman Oklahoma Archery. They hooked us up with Matthews and Hoyt bows, and I wanted my Muzzy Zero effect for my dart and put on my Matthews. But with the Matthews, the roller bar, you've got to have a special design that hooks up to it, and I didn't have it. It just so happened I got lucky enough to have one of the Muzzy representatives here in Oklahoma to come by and just kind of got curious about what was going on. And he went out and got a brand new setup, and they hooked my bow up right. And I'm just thankful for Muzzy hooking us up like that.
Well, great. I'm glad to hear that, because we do have a special model for the Matthews roller guard bows, and it works just as well as our standard model.
I'm definitely pleased with it.
Now, obviously, Muzzy is big into bow fishing. That's the type of arrows that we shoot when we go out and bow fish. We've been using them I think we've been bow fishing together for 5 years. But how do y'all think y'all are doing this tournament?
I've been on this back in March. I came up here and shot the Oklahoma State Championship, and you didn't see the number of fish that we were hoping for, but it should be a pretty good tournament.
Okay. They said since the water level is pretty high, that's been kind of hard getting to the fish, and shooting in deep water with bow fishing is a little difficult. But hopefully it'll turn out for better. And some word of mouth said that last weekend was fairly good.
It's always like that before a tournament comes.
Right.
It's great, but the grass. There isn't a lot of grass in the water here, and that's the real key for the fish. But with the water being high, it's pushing some of the water up into the grass. So I think that's going to help, and the guys that can find that grass can shoot fish.
All right. Well, good luck to y'all.
Well, I appreciate it. You too,
Mr. Lamb. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Well, we're here with Nick Sanders, one of the fishers of the tournament. We just got with him just right before he's leaving. They're calling the names up for everybody to go. We're curious, what are some of the key elements as far as product and equipment goes that you find?
Me and my partners prefer the Oneida bows. We typically shoot the Muzzy reels.
You got 50 foot of rope?
Yeah.
You got 100, have you?
No, sir, I ain't got a 100-foot rope. We try to use either Zebco 808 reels, 888s, some of the Shakespeare Synergies, Muzzy arrows, Muzzy tips. We really like the Muzzy equipment. It tends to hold up a little bit better than the rest of it.
What about your boat?
This is a Diamondback 18.8. It's a great boat. Love it to death.
Good deal.
Gas hog, but
all these other boats are, aren't
fun.
they? Yeah.
Right.
Well, cool. Cool. You got big enough tubs for you fish there.
We're gonna try. Well, that's the man right there. We gotta run.
All right, get out of here.
Good luck, y'all.
Well, as we told you earlier, we was gonna let those guys get off and do their thing, and then we were gonna get out and do some of our own fishing. We're here at Lake Texoma on the backside of the dam on some of the tailwater, and we're gonna get up to where the water's actually up. It's filling more of the tailwater, but it's still pretty shallow. And we're gonna get up in some areas where the weed beds are right on the surface of the water, and the fish ought to be laying up in there right on the edges, or may even find some right in the weeds. But we went through and looked at all the rigs. Norman Archer's got a pretty nice setup themselves, and we're gonna be fishing out of it tonight. We saw some nice ones out there, what they were putting out at the tournament, and we're looking forward to tomorrow's weigh-in. But we're looking forward to shooting some fish of our own tonight.
That's right. Ryan's taking us out. He's gonna show us some area that he knows, and Cody just had to go off and tell y'all where it was at, our secret spot.
You know.
But anyways, we're just gonna go back. He said that we'll find some like backwaters where it's a little calmer, submerged weeds, and hopefully with all this rain, it may be kind of nice because this Texoma's not a real grassy lake, but down here past the spillway, we can actually get out and get into some of that with all this rain, get into some flats with that grass growing in there.
I didn't know I wasn't supposed to tell a secret spot.
Well, I always try to remember you.
You try to remember me?
Yeah, remember you and your name, since it's
maybe
so
you
hard
can
to
learn me
remember.
a few things too.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Anyways, let's head on out and get to fishing.
Kind of like Ryan earlier, we're driving down and he's like, now the road up here is gonna curve to the right. We're gonna go off to the right. And I was like, we're gonna curve to the right, huh? He's like, yeah, that way.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a fun time out here, I got a feeling.
I was excited about being in my element now.
Well, let's go shoot some fish,
Let's get some fish. Well, right now we're turning on the lights. We got 8, I guess, big floodlights, for lack of a better name, pointing out off into the water. We may have to adjust them to where they're shining. But this pretty much gives the shooter, you know, a whole circle around him where he can shoot and see fish. We're just gonna work back up into these fingers.
See one?
With the trolling motor on. But with a boat like this, we got this big deck, big generator underneath, and I just saw a little fish swim by, maybe like a big sand bass or something. But hopefully we can get in some big ones. Cody's gonna shoot first, and I'm just here to back him up just in case. But with these new bows, he was kind of shooting a little bit at the beginning, and he seemed to be pretty on target. These things are real nice, real smooth. And man, this lighting the water up, you can see it.
Yeah. We want to stick it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right over.
Go on the other side of the boat, right there. Got it.
There you
Nice
go.
shot. In the mud.
Fish on.
All right. I like this bow.
First gar. Nice.
Those are the ones I usually have a hard time hitting. Now, what's the best way to...
Yeah, I could have shot that one there.
I'll get down here and get him in the light a little bit. That's a pretty nice one, too. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, over the top. That's a nice one.
Jeez.
Barry.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, yeah.
Get him, brother. Got him.
Got him. Nice shot.
Fish
Right in the
on. Yep. Let me get out your way right quick.
Yeah.
Good shot, Code.
Nice.
Got him.
Fish on.
Oh, there's another one right there.
Bust it, Cody.
No, I missed him.
Man.
Woo, I'm gonna be hung there.
Got that sucker.
Good shot.
Oh, yeah. That's where it's at, right there. Hang on, hang on. Get it, get it.
Underneath him.
Thing went in.
Get your line up. Go ahead.
Good fish. He was eating a shad when we shot him.
Let me see that big light.
That hurt him.
And he didn't like it.
Here, I'll get down there.
Here,
So he had a
can get
fish in his
Here,
mouth,
I'll
huh?
get it.
it. You sure?
Yeah, I got my glove on. Cody, oh, you hold that light till you hold my bow. That way Mr. Gar don't let off with it.
Right.
I know, it hurts. I know.
I'm trying to shine the bow at him. I'm like,
Got him.
Fish on.
that's the way I like them, swimming away or
Yeah.
to you. That way you can misjudge distance a little bit, or shooting high or whatever.
Tough little guy.
They look bigger when they turn away from you than they do from the side.
Yeah, that's one thing with these gar, whenever you are shooting at them, since they're so skinny, if you wait until they are swimming away from you, it makes the shooting a little easier. You got a lot more area to cover. You're getting good shot, Cody. Reel her in. How big's that one?
No, not enormous, but
Well, hung up in the boat there.
yeah, I'll get down there.
Good hit. There's a good one. Big gar on.
Watch where we're headed up there in the front. That's all right. That's it. Raise him up. Raise him up. Easy.
Man, to get him up here, really.
Let's go this way. Let him go this way.
Got him.
So,
All right.
over, it says.
We've gotten to some big
Yeah.
gar this evening, haven't we?
Get 2 in, it's over.
Yeah.
1, you have no idea.
Good deal. I'd say I think that's the biggest gar I've ever shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's about all he can do is just twitch his head.
Well, we've had a wonderful time out here bow fishing tonight. I want to thank Ryan from Northern Archery for bringing us out and just showing us around. Had a really good time. Shot some of the biggest gar that we've ever been out on. Even before we had the show, before we started filming, going out, we'd see a couple of them, but nothing like this. It was great. We're headed back in. I want to thank Oklahoma Archery, Mark up at Oklahoma Archery for helping us pick out the right bows and getting that equipment set up. Turned out great, as long as Cody doesn't sit on it. Now we're gonna have to thank him to repair Cody's bow. But anyways, we had a good time anyways.
We did have a good
It's
time.
done. And we can't go out. We can't go out bow fishing without either A, dragging the boat back in the water, or sitting on a bow and running something. But we had a good time. And until next time, let's hit the woods.
Well, Cody and I had a pretty awesome night of fishing, and hopefully that's saying, you know, kind of the same thing as what these guys are doing. They're just coming in. They've been out for 12 hours, from 7 last night to 7 this morning, and we fished quite a while and shot quite a few fish, and the boats are loading up, and when they pull in, you can kind of see what they've got, and there's been a couple boats, just pretty good amounts of fish, and so we're just kind of hanging around and weigh-in's fixing to start. We're gonna see what goes on at the weigh-in.
Yeah, that's right. We fished quite a while, slept quite a little. Anyways, we've seen this boat. It was about 12 hours ago that it pulled out. Now it's back in. They said they got some nice fish. We're gonna check out their fish and go around to the other boats. We're gonna check out and see what weigh-in's all about, and then maybe talk to the winners afterwards and see you know, what put him above in the contest, where he went. And he may not want to share his secret spots, but we'll at least congratulate him and then go on with it. But we had a good night, a lot of good gar, as y'all saw. So let's head around, get walking around. Maybe we'll wake up a little bit better.
Yeah, I need to.
All right, let's go. We're right here with Craig and Josh. They got a boatload of fish that they pulled in from last night. This is one of the better ones we've seen. So good luck to y'all whenever y'all weigh in. I think y'all are gonna do pretty good. Well, weigh-in's going on. I wanted to come over here and show y'all something. Cody and I have been bow fishing for about 5 years now, and every time we'd go out, we'd actually clean the gar we shot and eat them. And a lot of people, you know, just by look at them, they don't want to eat a gar fish. But And one of the things we always said was, you know, everybody loves catfish. They feed off the bottom, and gar feed off, you know, live fish on the top of the water. So actually a clean fish. There's a few bones in them, but the only bad thing is trying to get around how to clean them. So I'm here with Mr. Hovey Smith, and he's got a nice little invention that he's going to use to show us a really easy way to clean these gar.
Well, what we have here is a relatively smallish, long-nosed gar. What you want to do is chop or pierce the head. You don't have to take it off, but you want to get back of this gill plate right here. So to separate the skin.
Well, Mr. Smith, thank you for showing us how to prepare the gar we shot.
We just got done weighing in. We're here with Mark, Craig, and Josh. Craig and Josh were the first place winners and won it by a pretty good little margin. I think they weighed in at 950 pounds. The second place came in at 750. So they did real well. Young guys coming out and kind of showing the older guys how to do it. But we're here with Mark, and Mark, thanks for letting us kind of hang around. We had a good time seeing something this close to our home and down at Lake Texoma. As far as bow fishing and the association goes, how was this tournament, you know, to what it has been in the past, and what are you expecting out of the future?
We had a fairly good turnout considering the water we were on and the weather we had, and the boats took a beating last night. We had a lot of breakdowns, but that's part of bow fishing, and young guys toughed it out and scored high today, and they are the future of bow fishing and the BAA.
That's right. It's nice seeing young guys go out and, you know, take this tournament. We just wanted to congratulate y'all for going out and doing good. How was the fishing last night for y'all? I mean, it had to have been good, obviously.
Yeah, it was okay. It was a little tough finding them and keeping them in an area where you can stay for a period of time. But as far as what we look for, we just look for shallow water to up to 3 foot and basically smaller fish and just a thicker area.
Right.
More fish in a smaller area.
Yeah.
That's basically all we do.
All right, so get back up to the shallows and try to get as many fish as you can in the boat. This was a 12-hour tournament, so you can imagine just how many shots you can take, how many fish you can pull in. But once again, thanks for having us out. Good luck to y'all. Maybe next year me and Cody can come down and we'll see y'all again down here. But until next time, let's hit the woods.